Stop whatever you're doing because the hip-hop world just got flipped upside down and it's uglier, messier, and more explosive than anyone could have imagined. The couple we thought was unshakable, the pair that defined loyalty in the rap game, has been torn apart by a scandal so outrageous it feels ripped straight from a movie. For years, Remy Ma and Papoose were the poster couple for ride or die love. She held him down, he held her down. Their bond was supposed to be bulletproof. But last night, in a moment that left fans speechless, Remy Ma dragged Papoose publicly, accusing him of betraying her for a young chick who's barely making a name for herself in the industry. And the way it all went down? Shocking. Sources say it wasn't a quiet, behind-the-scenes confrontation. It was a full-on verbal explosion. The kind that had cameras rolling, social media buzzing, and fans wondering if everything they believed about love in hip-hop was a lie. But here's the kicker. This isn't just about cheating. The whispers say this betrayal might not even be what it looks like. There are rumors of setups, manipulation, and powerful players in the industry pulling strings to destroy the couple's image forever. So buckle up, because what you're about to hear will take you from heartbreak to fury, from betrayal to conspiracy, and by the end, you'll be asking yourself, did Papoose really throw it all away? Or is someone framing him in the dirtiest game of all? For years, hip-hop fans looked at Remy Ma and Papoose as the gold standard of loyalty. In an industry where scandals, cheating, and breakups dominate the headlines, their story was different, almost mythical. Papoose didn't just stand by Remy during her darkest moments. He defined what it meant to hold someone down. When she served nearly 7 years behind bars, Papoose didn't run off with groupies or fade into the background. He married her while she was incarcerated, raising their blended family and building a reputation as the most loyal man in rap. When Remy got out, their reunion wasn't just personal, it was cultural. Fans cheered, celebrities praised. And suddenly the hip-hop community had its version of Bonnie and Clyde, except stronger, more real. They weren't just a couple, they were a brand. Together, they dominated reality TV, music festivals, interviews, and even political conversations. Every time people rolled their eyes at failed celebrity marriages, someone always said, "But look at Remy and Pap." That's real love. That's why what happened now feels like such a devastating betrayal. The image of perfection has been shattered, and the cracks that fans once ignored are now being blown wide open. The cracks beneath the surface behind closed doors. Insiders whispered that not everything was as perfect as it seemed. Fame, schedules, money, and egos don't just disappear because two people love each other. Rumors began surfacing years ago about tension, arguments caught off camera, Papoose being accused of controlling Remy's career moves, and Remy feeling overshadowed by Pap's constant presence. There were even whispers about jealousy. Some insiders claimed Remy was frustrated that every time her name came up, Papoose's name followed. While he was praised for loyalty, she sometimes felt her accomplishments were sidelined by the perfect husband narrative. And Papoose, word was, he didn't like how Remy's independent streak sometimes clashed with his old-school values. These whispers were easy to ignore when the couple posted cute pictures on Instagram, kissed on red carpets, and bragged about their tight bond on reality shows. But like with every empire, the cracks were there, waiting for the right moment to explode. Enter the young chick. The scandal truly erupted when a young aspiring artist appeared on the scene. At first, nobody paid her much attention. She was just another face trying to break into hip-hop, floating through industry events and posting selfies with bigger names. But then she began being spotted around the same spaces as Papoose backstage at a show, at a studio session, even sitting in a VIP section that, according to insiders, she had no business being in. At first, fans shrugged it off. Pap had always been supportive of young talent. He prided himself on being a mentor, someone who gave opportunities to up-and-coming voices. But then the picture started circulating. Too close, too cozy, too suggestive, and before anyone could process, Remy Ma snapped. The drag heard around the world insiders say the confrontation wasn't private. Remy went off, dragging Papoose in front of cameras, witnesses, and industry heads. She reportedly screamed about betrayal, about loyalty being wasted, and about being humiliated by a man she once defended with her entire soul. The room froze, everyone watching in stunned silence as the couple who defined forever began unraveling in real time. Sources claim her exact words were, "I gave you my everything, my freedom, my years, my loyalty. And you trade me in for some young chick with a fake smile and no respect?" If those words are accurate, then the pain wasn't just about cheating. It was about being replaced, discarded for someone younger and less deserving. Why this feels different? Celebrity scandals happen every day. But this one cuts deeper because Remy and Papoose weren't just any couple. They were a symbol. Fans invested in their love the way people invest in fairy tales. To watch it collapse is like watching the foundation of hope in hip-hop crumble. And yet, even in the midst of Remy's accusations, questions linger. Did Papoose really betray her? Or is this the work of outside forces, powerful figures in the industry who saw their love as a threat, their image as too strong, and decided to destroy it? The setup theory some insiders are already hinting that this might be bigger than just Pap and a young chick. They claim the scandal may have been engineered by rivals, people jealous of Remy's comeback, threatened by Papoose's influence, or even artists who never got over old beefs. And the timing? Suspicious. Just as Remy was working on new music and Pap was lining up high-profile projects, this scandal erupts. It feels too perfectly timed, too carefully staged. It's as if someone pulled the trigger on purpose. Whether true or not, the idea of a setup is spreading fast. Because if there's one thing hip-hop fans know, it's that nothing in this industry happens by accident. Where this leaves us now, the world is stuck in limbo. Did Papoose really cheat? Did Remy overreact? Or is the young chick just the tip of an iceberg, a distraction covering up an even bigger betrayal? One thing is certain. The days of Pap and Remy are gone. Now we're watching something raw, painful, and chaotic. The empire they built is crumbling before our eyes, and every new leak, every new post, every new word from insiders adds more fuel to the fire. And just when fans thought it couldn't get any worse, a shocking twist is about to drop that will turn this scandal from ugly to downright catastrophic. The moment that once belonged to quiet, Whispers has now exploded into an all-out inferno. The betrayal isn't just speculation anymore. It's playing out like a live-action soap opera, complete with leaks, accusations, and a room that froze when Remy Ma decided she'd had enough of keeping appearances. The confrontation that shook the roomette all went down at what was supposed to be a celebratory industry mixer in New York, according to multiple attendees. Remy arrived already tense, eyes scanning every corner of the venue as if she knew something was coming. Papoose walked in later, smiling, shaking hands, doing what he always does, holding court as the loyal husband every man in the industry secretly admired. But then, the air shifted. The young chick, the one at the center of all the rumors, walked into the room. And instead of ignoring her, instead of maintaining distance, Papoose was seen leaning over to greet her. A hug. Too long, too close. Cameras flashing, people whispering. That was the final straw. Witnesses say Remy's face went stone cold before she stormed across the floor, heels clicking like thunder. She allegedly shouted loud enough for the music to stop. "You really think you can disrespect me like this? In front of everybody. After everything I gave up for you." The crowd went silent. Even the DJ froze. Pap tried to calm her, but Remy was just getting started. The public dragging according to leaked footage now circulating online. Remy unleashed a tirade so raw it left even the boldest rappers speechless. She accused Papoose of sneaking around, of entertaining a woman young enough to be their daughter, of humiliating her when she had been his biggest defender. She allegedly screamed, "7 years I sat behind bars. You came on TV crying about how you loved me. You married me in a prison jumpsuit. And this is what you do with our legacy." The room gasped. Some tried to intervene, others just filmed. And the footage. It spread like wildfire. Within minutes. Hashtags like hashtag Remy vs Pap and hashtag Young Chick Drama trended worldwide. The leaked receipts. But the drama didn't stop at the confrontation. Hours later, screenshots began circulating. Alleged text messages between Papoose and the young chick were leaked to several gossip blogs. The messages, though unverified, painted a picture of flirtation that was impossible to ignore. Lines like, "I got a reputation to protect, but I can't stop thinking about you. She don't understand me the way you do. Don't worry, I'll make time for us." The young chick allegedly responded with hearts, emojis, and a cryptic line that set fans on fire. "The Queen's time is up. It's our era now." Whether the texts were authentic or doctored didn't matter by then. The narrative was set. Papoose was a cheater, and Remy was the scorned queen, finally breaking her silence. Fans turned the internet into a war zone. Receipts tore the fan base apart. On Twitter, one side rallied behind Remy with posts like, "She gave her youth, her loyalty, her freedom to that man. If he really did this, he's lower than low. Pap is officially canceled. Loyalty ain't loyalty if it comes with an expiration date." But the other side questioned the authenticity of the leaks. "This feels like a setup. Those texts look fake as hell. Who benefits from breaking up Remy and Pap? Ain't no way Papoose risked his entire brand for some." Instagram rapper with 2K followers. The debate wasn't just heated, it was vicious. Friendships ended. Timelines split. Whole communities divided over whether Pap was guilty or framed. Celebrity voices add fuel, then the celebrities chimed in, making the fire even hotter. Cardi B tweeted, "I don't know the tea, but loyalty gotta be 24/7s, not seasonal." Fans interpreted it as shade toward Pap. Tamar Braxton went on IG Live, saying, "When a man shows you he ain't the man you thought he was, believe him the first time." Nicki Minaj, of course, couldn't resist. She dropped a cryptic bar during an impromptu studio live stream. "Queens don't cry when pawns run astray." The internet went into meltdown mode. Assuming she was mocking Remy, the first twist, not what it seems just when everyone thought the narrative was sealed. An unexpected twist flipped the story upside down. A blog known for breaking underground stories released what they claimed was an insider leak. The young chick was allegedly paid to get close to Papoose. The report claimed that industry rivals who still harbored grudges against Remy Ma orchestrated the scandal from behind the scenes. According to the leak, the relationship was staged, photos set up, texts planted, and the confrontation engineered to humiliate Remy and ruin the couple's image as hip-hop's strongest pair. The mastermind. The report didn't name names, but fans instantly began pointing fingers. Some blamed bitter industry figures Remy had crossed. Others blamed label politics. And a shocking number of fans began whispering that Nicki Minaj herself might have pulled strings for revenge. The fallout, the twist, changed everything. Instead of just being a cheating scandal, this became a possible industry conspiracy. Suddenly, Papoose wasn't just a man accused of betrayal. He was either guilty or the victim of a smear campaign so deep it could shake the scared entire hip-hop community. Remy's public dragging, the leaked texts, the confrontation, all of it might have been manipulated. And if true, it wouldn't just destroy Papoose's reputation. It would expose how far powerful enemies are willing to go to burn down their rivals. The cliffhanger now. Question looms. Is Papoose guilty of betrayal, or is he a pawn in a bigger game designed to destroy Remy Ma? And if someone really orchestrated this scandal, who benefits the most from the destruction of hip-hop's royal couple? One insider summed it up chillingly in a late-night tweet. This wasn't about cheating. This was about ending legacies. The scandal was already volcanic. But what came next turned it into a full-blown cultural earthquake. Just when people thought it couldn't get messier. The drama escalated in ways that exposed secrets, shifted alliances, and pulled even more celebrities into the storm. The young chick speaks for days. She stayed silent while being dragged online. Fans spammed her comments, calling her a homewrecker, a clout chaser, and worse. But then, she finally broke. Late one night, the young chick went live on Instagram. Face streaked with tears, voice trembling. "I never wanted to hurt nobody," she sobbed. "I didn't go after him. He came to me. But now they acting like I ruined their marriage when I was just following what I was told." The line that shook everyone? What I was told. Fans latched onto it immediately. Told by who? Who was behind this? Before she could elaborate, the live suddenly cut off. Theories swirled instantly. Did someone shut her down? Was she being silenced? The explosive video, as if that wasn't enough, hours later, a grainy video leak hit Twitter. The clip showed what appeared to be Papoose and the young chick leaving a recording studio together. The timestamps matched nights when he was supposedly busy with family. But here's the twist. Pap didn't look romantic. He looked stressed, agitated, whispering into his phone. Some fans argued he was protecting her, walking her to her car. Others swore the way he touched her back proved intimacy. The clip went viral, dissected frame by frame like the Zapruder film. Hashtags like #PapCaught and #Remy deserves better exploded overnight. The industry divided up. Fallout spread like wildfire. Suddenly, the scandal wasn't just a couple's private pain. It became a litmus test for where people in the industry stood. Fact. Joe reportedly tried to mediate behind the scenes, begging both to keep it in the family and stop the public bloodbath. 50 Cent, always ready for mess, posted a meme of Pap on one knee with the caption, "Loyalty got an expiration date, huh?" Fans dragged him for being messy. Swizz Beatz called for peace. "We don't need to see kings and queens destroy each other. Fix it or let it go, but don't feed the wolves." But the most shocking voice? Nicki Minaj. After days of silence, she posted a single tweet. "Karma is patient, but she never misses." That was all it took. The internet imploded. Was she implying she had a hand in this? Was she celebrating Remy's downfall? Or was it just coincidence? The second bombshell then came the most shocking reveal yet. A blogger dropped what they claimed was leaked legal paperwork. A draft separation agreement with Remy Ma's name on it. The documents allegedly outlined custody arrangements, property splits, and a clause about non-disparagement in the media. If true, it meant this wasn't just a fight. It meant Remy was already preparing to legally distance herself from Papoose. Fans were torn between heartbreak and disbelief. Could Remy really be done? Could the couple who had defied all odds really collapse over one betrayal? Social media goes nuclear. Twitter turned into a war zone. Remy needs to leave. Pap embarrassed her in front of the whole world. Pap is being framed. Those documents are fake. Can't y'all see? The young chick is being used. She's a pawn in a bigger game. Meanwhile, TikTok creators flooded timelines with dramatic reenactments of Remy dragging Pap. Edits of their past romantic moments set to sad music, and wild conspiracy breakdowns about who was really behind the WTH scandal. One viral TikTok theorized the entire scandal was orchestrated by a rival label, jealous of Remy's upcoming project. Another suggested Pap himself might be staging the chaos to rebrand his image for a new reality show. Escalation at home. Then came the insider leaks from people allegedly close to the couple. One claimed Remy had already kicked Pap out of their shared home, changing the locks and throwing his clothes into garbage bags. Another said Pap was spotted outside the Bronx at a hotel, looking disheveled and angry. A neighbor reportedly told a gossip site, "They were screaming so loud last night. I thought someone called the cops. I heard Remy yelling, 'You ruined everything.'" The idea that the legendary couple's private war was spilling into the streets made fans ache, but also kept them glued to every update. The cliffhanger, and just when it felt like the world had enough drama for one scandal, another chilling rumor surfaced. a tell-all interview is already in the works. Sources claim either Remy or Pap, or maybe both, have been approached by major platforms to sit down and tell their side. Imagine it, a full breakdown on camera, no filters, no hiding. But until that happens, the questions keep piling up. Did Pap really betray Remy, or is he being framed? Is the young chick telling the truth, or is she part of something bigger? And most importantly, who's the puppet master allegedly pulling the strings behind this chaos? The world thought it was watching a cheating scandal. Now it feels like we're watching a hip-hop conspiracy unravel in real time. And the next revelation? It might just blow the lid off everything we thought we knew by now. What started as whispers of betrayal had spiraled into a worldwide obsession. The Remy Papoose scandal wasn't just gossip anymore. It was a cultural moment. Social media timelines, barbershops, morning talk shows, even political pundits were weighing in. And the reactions? Explosive doesn't even begin to describe it. Fans ripped the internet apart. Fans split into factions, each one more aggressive than the last. On one side, Remy's supporters rallied behind her with full force. She gave this man her soul, sat in prison for years, and he held her down only to embarrass her like this. Nah, he's done. Remy deserves better. If she leaves him, it's still an upgrade because at least she gets peace. Others weren't buying it. They claimed Papoose was being set up, framed by industry puppeteers jealous of their love story. Pap is the most loyal man in hip-hop. You think he gonna risk it all for a clout chaser? Be serious. This is deeper than cheating. Somebody wants Remy and Pap destroyed. Comment sections turned into digital battlegrounds. People unfollowed friends. Family group chats erupted. Some even compared the scandal to the downfall of Jay-Z and Beyoncé during the Becky with the Good Hair saga, but messier, sturdier, and more devastating. TikTok takes over. TikTok creators wasted no time. Edits of Remy dragging Pap were set to sad R&B ballads, while others added horror soundtracks to leaked clips for dramatic effect. Entire theory videos popped up, with creators piecing together timelines, dissecting body language, and zooming into blurry screenshots like detectives. One viral TikTok with 10 million views featured a side-by-side comparison of Remy and the young chick with the caption, "This is who you leave a queen for." The comments were brutal, with fans clowning Papoose for allegedly trading down. Another trend emerged, women lip-syncing to Remy's alleged line, "7 years I sat behind bars, and this is what you do?" while staring into the camera, pointing at their boyfriends off-screen. The audio became one of the most used sounds of the week. Celebrity reactions go nuclear. Hip-hop and R&B heavyweights jumped in, pouring gasoline on an already raging fire. Cardi B, "Ain't no man worth your crown." Rem, "I got you, sis." Tamar Braxton, "When a queen walks away, she don't look back. Period." 50 Cent, never one to miss a chance for chaos, posted a meme of Pap photoshopped into a world's biggest L trophy. Fans dragged him for being petty, but his post still went viral. Nicki Minaj, she doubled down with another cryptic line, tweeting, "Funny how fast masks fall?" Fans instantly tied it to Remy, reigniting rumors that Nicki was secretly behind the scandal's orchestration. Even outside the music industry, stars chimed in. Reality TV personalities compared the drama to Love and Hip Hop storylines, while talk show hosts debated whether Remy should forgive or file for divorce. Industry fallout thaw shockwaves hit the business side too. Promoters who had booked both Remy and Pap for joint appearances started panicking. Would fans boo Pap? Would Remy refuse to perform if he was on the lineup? Behind the scenes, whispers claimed Papoose's festival bookings were being reconsidered. Meanwhile, Remy's demands skyrocketed. Promoters wanted her solo because fans were lining up to see the scorned queen in her rawest form. One insider told a gossip blog, "Remy's value just doubled. Everybody wants her right now. This scandal might destroy their marriage, but it's making her a bigger star than ever." But for Pap, it was the opposite. Some organizers were reportedly pulling back. afraid his presence would overshadow events with controversy. A culture reckoning beyond the gossip. A larger conversation began. If this couple, the hip-hop Bonnie and Clyde, couldn't survive, what hope was there for anyone else? Fans posted heartbreaking comments like, "If Remy and Pap can't make it, maybe love don't exist in hip-hop. Every loyalty goals couple ends up proving us wrong. Love is dead." Think pieces flooded blogs, questioning whether loyalty has any place in the modern music industry. Was true devotion just a myth? Was every love story destined to end in betrayal? The debate wasn't just about Remy and Pap anymore. It was about the death of faith in love. The setup rumors gained momentum as fans argued. The conspiracy theories gained more traction. Screenshots from the young chicks live were analyzed frame by frame. People swore they saw a shadow in the background, someone allegedly coaching her. Others claimed she was glancing off camera as if being monitored. Who was behind it? The names tossed around ranged from jealous rivals to powerful label execs to Nicki Minaj herself. Some even speculated a reality show producer had orchestrated everything for ratings. And then, the biggest rumor yet hit blogs. Remy is preparing to expose the real mastermind in a tell-all interview. The cliffhanger: the industry is on edge. Fans are in chaos, and Remy Ma has the world waiting for her next move. Will she reveal the truth about Papoose's betrayal? Will the young chick name names? Or will a powerful puppet master finally be dragged into the spotlight? One insider chillingly told a gossip outlet, "You think you've seen betrayal? This is just the prelude. The real story hasn't even started yet." Just when everyone thought they had chosen a side, Remy's army of furious supporters, or Pap's defenders, who swore he was framed. The scandal detonated with one final twist, so shocking it silenced even the loudest voices. The leaked recording late. Last night, a mysterious audio recording surfaced on a gossip blog. In it, a voice eerily similar to Papoose is heard arguing with someone fans believe to be Fat Joe. The conversation, nothing short of explosive. Pap's voice, "I told you I never left my wife. They set this up, Joe. You know who's behind it." The second voice responds, "You already know, bro. She's been waiting years for this moment." Fans froze. She's been waiting years. Who was she? Within minutes, speculation ran rampant. Theories pointed to Nicki Minaj, with fans convinced this was her long-awaited revenge against Remy Ma. The young chick's final message before the internet could even catch its breath. The young chick herself returned to Instagram, this time with a pre-recorded video instead of a live. Tear-streaked. She admitted she was manipulated. "I didn't even want this. They told me if I played along, I'd get a deal. I'd get exposure. But now I'm getting death threats. My family's scared. This wasn't supposed to go this far." When pressed about who they were, she hesitated, then whispered one chilling line, "I can't say her name. She ruined me." The video cut abruptly, leaving fans screaming in the comments. Remy's cold response minute later. Remy posted a cryptic Instagram story. "You can try to bury me, but you can't bury the truth." No photo, no video, just text on a black screen. The message was clear: she wasn't backing down. And she was preparing to reveal something massive. The mastermind theory at this point. Fans, blogs, and even journalists were convinced the scandal was bigger than infidelity. Was Papoose guilty of betrayal, or was he a pawn in an industry conspiracy? Some pointed to bitter rivals, others to executives who wanted Remy silenced. But the loudest voices pinned it all on Nicki Minaj, claiming her cryptic tweets in history with Remy aligned perfectly with the leaks. Whether true or not, the theory spread like wildfire, painting the drama not as a broken marriage but as a hip-hop war. The documentary bombshell then. The final twist dropped. Insiders revealed both Remy Ma and Papoose had been approached by streaming giants for tell-all documentaries. Imagine it: two competing stories, two conflicting versions of the truth, both dropping receipts and naming names. If that happens, The world won't just watch a marriage implode, they'll watch a full-blown cultural war play out on the biggest platforms in the world. The cliffhanger right now, the world is left hanging. Did Papoose really betray Remy with a young chick? Or was he framed by enemies who wanted to end hip-hop's last power couple? Will Remy's tell-all expose the mastermind? Or will Pap break first, defending himself with receipts that turn the tables completely? One insider summed it up best in a leaked DM. The real betrayal hasn't even been revealed yet. What you've seen? That's just smoke. The fire is still coming, and that's where we're left on the edge of our seats, waiting for the next bombshell. And there you have it, a scandal that started with whispers of tons. Betrayal has erupted into one of the most shocking, heartbreaking, and downright chaotic storms hip-hop has ever seen. From Remy Ma's public dragging of Papoose, to the leaked texts and videos, to the young chick breaking down on camera, to whispers of a mastermind pulling strings behind the scenes. This story has become bigger than one couple. It's about loyalty, revenge, and how quickly an empire built on love can collapse in front of the entire world. But now, it's your turn. Do you believe Papoose really betrayed Remy Ma? Or is he being framed in one of the dirtiest industry setups of all time? Do you think the young chick was just a pawn being used by powerful forces? Or is she hiding the full truth to save herself? And here's the real burning question. Do you believe Nicki Minaj or another rival could actually be the puppet master behind all of this? I want you to drop your theories, your raw emotions, and your predictions in the comments. This isn't just entertainment anymore. It's a cultural conversation. And your voice matters. If you are hooked by this breakdown, smash that like button right now, because it tells me you want the full updates every time this story twists into a new chapter. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because trust me, the next revelation is going to be even bigger. From rumored tell-all documentaries to shocking new receipts waiting to be dropped. We're only scratching the surface of this firestorm. This is more than gossip. This is hip-hop history unfolding live. And you're right here on the front lines with me. Stay locked in because the next chapter is coming. And it's going to leave the entire culture shaking. You're shaking.